You got to protect a quick score if you're Buffalo.
So they get out of a 2nd and 26. Now here's a first down handoff to Warren. Oh, he jumps over one defender.
Frazier in left guard. Isaac that just gives that room, and then the jump. Not today.
And has been active today. It's Jordan. Nice move. Hit across midfield. Jawar Jordan hits at the 20. All the way down near the 16 of Arizona.
3rd and 12. Under 8 to play. Set up a flip here to Shakir. Nice move by him to get the first down, skirt the sideline, and then finally taken out of bounds.
All those blitzers, nobody picks up Shakir, and a tough thing to be able to make that tackle right there.
Second down at 11. McBride goes in motion. Little pitch coming to Benson. And Benson breaks a tackle. He's along the sidelines. Kool-Aid McKinstry is all he has to beat with a stiff arm. And then he's wrapped up and taken down by Carl Granders.
Next back to throw from the pocket. Brings it over to Harvey. Nice move to get past Shaq Thompson and keeps his balance going as he approaches midfield. Big time play by the rookie second rounder that goes for 24 yards. Had he been tackled initially, they would have had a 3rd down coming up, but he went right past Thompson, overran it.
Pressure on, even worry coming. Ramondre Stevenson's got a man out there. Hurtling in for the first down. Ramondre Stevenson.
Good one here, though, in week 17. Tennessee up by 6, and on first down, Estime trying to get to the left side, jumping over a defender, and still going. Estime, a first down run. Audric Estime with a beauty.
The rookie out of Texas. Look at him get to the perimeter, and then Estime makes the first guy miss.
Cowboys looking to get back in it. See what they got. Prescott, pressure right in his face. Steps away, pointing, throwing. Good play. Turpin makes a catch. Oh, and a good move. Cavante Turpin. Look at the speed. Turpin all the way inside the 25.
And that's the juice they need. That's when he gets in open space and where he's most dangerous, where he's making 1 or 2 miss.
Anybody who wants to say anything about him, these are the types of drives that they can show everyone.
Henderson bounces away, and Henderson is off to the races.
Look at May.
Does he have another one in him?
May sprung him.
He does. Touchdown. Goodbye.
Still got to be very aggressive offensively with some runs and play action pass.
Like this, Darnold back, pressure, throws near side. It is caught by Walker, breaks a tackle. Great move. Kenneth Walker still rolling up to the 25. Move upon move upon move, and a 16-yard gain.
You make him miss, then Landman comes in high. He makes him miss. Walker is just so twitchy. He's got a low center of gravity.
Well, I know we'll talk about it throughout the game, but that dude right there has been balling despite having a ton of different quarterbacks. And here is Debo.
Debo Samuel off to the races. Samuel getting physical.
Hold up, wait a minute.
It might not matter for the records, but this matters to the playoffs or the players, and the way that he finishes right there.
Come on.
Awesome effort from Debo.
Trace, here's a 2nd and 10. They go with Harvey on the toss, and there goes Harvey. Harvey's got a first down. Harvey's looking for the end zone. Harvey takes it home.
4-man Denver rush. It's Washington, first down and more. Parker Washington on the run inside the 25. Veering around Singleton, weaving to the 10. Jaguars with the big play, 63 yards, and it's first down Jacksonville.
Force teams to have to block for that return and try to pin him inside the 35.
So here we go. 49ers perfect balance in that first half. Going to start the second with a toss to McCaffrey. And Christian McCaffrey pinballed ahead to midfield.
And Leonard Williams came and just tried to lay out Christian McCaffrey, but he didn't wrap up and propelled him forward.
And ball security out of premium.
Speaking of which, here is a good run for R.J. Harvey, and there goes the rookie. In his NFL debut, an impact play all the way down to the 30 of Tennessee.
And watch him just bend this thing all the way, but this is exactly what they wanted. He's got the home run hitting ability, the big play ability. That's why they drafted him out of UCF.
Mike Jackson at the top of the screen.
Prescott deep drop, wants something deep downfield, and right on cue, it's Pickens getting away from Mike Jackson into the open field. Pickens down near the 20-yard line.
Typically, George Pickens is what they call the X receiver, so he would be aligned to the short side. That would put him up against J.C. Horn.
They're in the red zone now, and a give to J.K. Dobbins. And he breaks a tackle and has a Denver touchdown.
Forgetting to bring guys all the way down to the ground. It's the first time.
Fake to Douglas, who was the motion man. May's going to come right back to him. And a good one. And a second move by Demario Pop Douglas takes it into Seahawks territory at the 49. It's a pickup of 8.
Both these teams have come out throwing the ball, and
they caught fire at the right time.
Absolutely. Here. Yep. Had a hold off Tampa Bay and Brady. Then beat San Francisco coming from behind in the championship game. Meanwhile, that punt is caught, and down the line goes Rashid Shaheed for the score.
He's been doing it really his entire career, coming out of Boise State in his 4th year. What a job of setting it up, Weber State rather. What a job of setting that up, and then it's just him being...
He's going to want to make Spencer Rattler beat him with his arm, as opposed to them moving the ball, running it.
Rattler has plenty of time here, but nobody open. Good coverage by the Bills, so Rattler will run. Nice moves by the birthday boy.
But what else does he see? A lane to run the football. And he's been decisive in making that decision all game long. A great fake there against Dorian Williams, the linebacker.
Keep getting after him as if it was 0-0. Right, the blown leads have been well documented. There's Gibbs. Belton couldn't bring him down. Holland chasing after him. And Jahmyr Gibbs is into the end zone for a Lions touchdown, 49 yards.
And you're going to watch the individual effort from Jahmyr Gibbs. You see how they get to the second level. Now it's on him. Break one tackle, Dane Belton. Second tackle, Cordell Fly.
Play clock down to 2. Phillips coming again. May steps up, throws. He's got Stevenson. What a catch! Down the sideline. Stevenson cuts it back, and he's still going. Ramondre to the 20.
Heath is on the move. Love to the air. 2nd and 9. Quick hitter. Caught by Golden. Always in space, and he makes him move the ball down to the 42. A catch and run at 20 yards on the play by Golden.
7 to go. All 3 timeouts. Dallas just fine when it comes to the clock. And so they run it. Javonte Williams has room to the outside. He hurdles inside the 10 where it's 1st and goal.
Official and earful, so smart use of his timeout there. Now the issue becomes
the Panthers have made here in the last week or two.
It's Jimmy Horn from his receiver spot. Down the sideline, Horn goes. Spinning down to the 25-yard line of Tampa Bay. 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up Barkley, who's looking for a block. Great move from Barkley. Oh, Barkley breaks through to the 30. So patient on that catch and run.
And they're actually just running kind of a screen here for Saquon on the left. Great timing of that play call, and then watch Saquon do the rest.
Gittens in for the first time. He's in the backfield. He picks up the blitz. Jones is in trouble. He's dancing away. He's got some daylight. And Jones will get the first down and more to the 25-yard line.
Run the ball.
4th and 1. They're going to throw it. Stafford in trouble. Trying to get there. He gets there. Stuff was flying all over the place, but Stafford, who never runs, picked it up.
Get something for just a yard. Stafford feeling it. He's got the tackle.
But his catches count, all of them for first downs.
Fake handoff to Stevenson. May feeling the pressure. Taking a shot. He's got his man. It's Pop Douglas, and he is in. Touchdown.
Saints have 2 players, both the corner and the free safety. Really a great job by Douglas.
James Pierce, 27, first-round picks this year for the Falcons.
May over the middle. He's got Diggs. Stephon Diggs at the 5. Diggs, stiff arm, diving for the pylon. Touchdown! What a play by Stephon Diggs!
And that was just one heck of an effort by Stephon Diggs. But once he catches the ball, to be able to get to the sideline and reach it across.
Over the right guard.
Oh, here he comes. And Winston had to get rid of it. Tracy got away.
And Tracy picks up the first down.
Because it ends up being a screen. So they're intentionally letting the defensive line.
Algier is now in there. They give Robinson a break for a moment. And Algier is trying to slice, and he does! Oh, he's dishing out punishment! Algier, touchdown!
But it's a counter play where both Penix and the running back started off to their left, and then he hands it back to his right.
Now all of a sudden, 10-point game with 7:52 to go. Doesn't seem like that tall of an order to come back from.
Gillen to Robinson. Boy, he's slippery, and here he goes. Hurdling, galloping, and out of bounds.
You've got to play complementary football. The special teams has to do their part, which right here, Robinson breaks through a couple tackles and works his way up near.
Nothing of concern for him. He took some snaps and went back out there, but expect him to ice it throughout this game.
Thank you, Trace. Look at that move by Cook. Oh, it's still going. James Cook to the end zone for a touchdown and a brilliant run. 4 yards, and this move back to the other side. Right here and then here.
Come on.
Quick pass. Shakir splits the defenders and is off and running. Shakir makes another one miss. And look at Shakir make a gigantic play. It's going to be the biggest pass play of the game.
And save the second city's team. 2nd and 12. He's looking at Burden. Luther's got it through the Durant tackle. Nice move by Burden. Great individual effort. Half yard shy of the first down.
The rookies and the receivers and what they did here. Colston Loveland, Luther Burden.
He's got it to add to the running yard total here. McCaffrey first down, sideline. McCaffrey's longest run of the year. All the way down to the 23-yard line.
Once again, behind the defense is Alec Pierce.
1st and goal. And Leonard trying to run for it. He stays upright for the touchdown. It's a highlight reel for Riley Leonard.
This is shocking.
2nd and 10. Trying to get Walker to bounce to the outside. There he goes. Walker down the sideline. Kenneth Walker into Patriots territory. Might be out of bounds farther back around the 46-yard line.
And so many times he's casual with the ball at first, and then he makes one of those jump cuts.
Things to look at. Try to get our graphics back on the screen here quickly. 1st and 10, and a lot more. H.N. spinning his way into the second level. He breaks free. H.N. finally stopped just shy of the end zone, refusing to go down. Finally brought down at around the 1.
2nd and 4, Buffalo. Handoff. Cook gets around 3 defenders and then kicks it to another gear. Cook still going. Looking for the angle. Touchdown. Wow. Tremendous run. 44 yards. James Cook to the house.
Talked about the offensive line, but you also have to talk about just how special James Cook is. There were 2 unblocked defenders in his face. He splits them.
Out quick. Gibbs on the edge. Taking off like a rocket. Jameer Gibbs cuts back inside. Cuts back inside again. Look at Gibbs go. All the way to the 24-yard line.
To catch this ball, and once he does, it is game over. Heck of a job by Panay Sewell on the outside with that key kick out
that you've had all game long.
Genty again. Trying to break it to the outside. He does. Ashton Genty still going. What a run. Genty, his 2nd touchdown today.
Pressure up the middle. Daniel sees it, gets rid of it. Eckler. Good move. Austin Eckler cuts back. Spinning inside the 25. Still going. Austin Eckler for a first down.
Featuring their tight end and their halfback. You see they're already on the ball with some tempo. Try to catch Eagles off guard.
Purdy has Robinson deep and wide open for first down. And he breaks through. Foot race now. Cuts back. And again. And still on his feet all the way down to the 15.
Pressure off the edge. Mayfield steps through. And he's tripped up with a first down by Gardner Johnson.
Is looking in the pressure. Here they come, and he just escapes.
And get the ball out of his hands on time.
Off play action. Purdy. Nice job stepping up. Nothing downfield. So he ends up running for it. Stays in
bounds. Little pump fake and steps out of bounds.
Yeah, he hung back there as long as he could. He had a lot of down the field routes coming to Marcus Robinson on a deep in cut, but that's very Mahomes-like there. And this is like what I used to do to my little brother in the backyard. Like, you want it, can't have it.
Seventh rounders in the backfield for the Jags. He's an excellent blocker out of Syracuse. Lawrence is in trouble, trying to get away. Flags come flying. Lawrence can run for a little bit. Lawrence can run for a score.
10. Cody Ford, the offensive lineman, is split out to the bottom of your screen. Burrow looking that direction. It's Ford. Big man on the run. Rumbling down the sidelines and inside the 5.
Just a little hitch route right now, but watch the run after catch by Cody Ford. He's like a Ford Bronco out there.
3rd down and 2. Nix gets it out quickly. Harvey's leveled, stays on his feet, and picks up the first down. Jamal Adams could not get him to the ground, and what a second effort by the rookie R.J. Harvey.
This is an excellent job of the upper body strength, keeping his feet and his legs going to break that tackle.
3-point game, 4.5 to go in the opening half. Big hole here once again. Past the 40 to midfield, and this running game, which was non-existent, is on fire tonight.
Sustaining it, you see Ted Karras. What a move there by Chase Brown. And look at Jamar Chase, known for obviously being one of the great receivers.
Yeah, Seattle's 2 longest gains on the night. Patiently waits for that hole's open. Almost had it ripped away from him, but he's right at the first down marker at the 14-yard line.
Watch this. Skip. Skip to my loop. He's gone. I mean, that's professional football, right? I love that.
I mean, slow motion looks paused. Oh, opening there. Here we go.
Wow.
They just got it away, and it's Swift with a catch. And still going. DeAndre Swift veers into the end zone.
DeAndre Swift, and that's why Swift was as open as he is. And then you make one guy miss, and now with his speed, he's off to the races. So,
for us on that one. 1st and 5 after the penalty. As Etienne busted free. It's a foot race inside Arizona territory, all the way down to the 14-yard line. Denzel Burke,
and this time it's number 86, Johnny Mund. He gets that key block on Budda Baker coming up in run support, and this run game.
Estime bounces off a bunch of tacklers, and there he goes! Estime! Touchdown!
But watch the backside. I think it's Harrell, 92, right there. It's a big opportunity. Then the second miss downfield.
Again, mostly backups, it feels like, on that line. We're at the 1st and 10. Outside, Johnson. Into the defense of Lenore, and he dives. And it is a touchdown. He got in. Dart to his tight end.
Let's see if he steps out. He's able to stay in bounds.
And over the pylon.
Well,
we thank you for that. Charbonnet at the back gets the call and cuts and breaks free twice. It's a foot race. Williams from behind, holding on for dear life. What a run. Charbonnet is up to the 38.
Well, and I'm sure the Seahawks offensively were looking for some kind of spark with what's going on here in the second half, and Charbonnet provides it. Great vision on that cut, and then the explosiveness and speed to pull away.
She's not playing football. Jake Bailey, the Pro Bowl punter. Isaiah Williams backpedaling, makes the first guy miss, covering a lot of real estate. Williams, he's got some electricity in those legs. Williams lead blockers. 10. And Williams is in for the touchdown.
So it's Tommy Townsend punting from his own end zone. Parker Washington backpedals. Townsend got all of it from the 28-yard line. Oh, what a move by Washington! Parker Washington! He's going the distance! Touchdown!
Has the unbelievable toe tap touchdown early. and then says that's not enough.
Face one another more than any other quarterback matchup in the history of the NFL. Mason Tipton will take the line drive kick. He's got an alley. There goes Mason Tipton. Gonzalez to try and beat, and Zane Gonzalez slows him up. Tipton still going down inside the 20.
And now you change up the personnel group that you bump back behind your 5.
It's Charbonnet, hurdling, diving, touchdown!
Watch the vision here, and he's able to get his legs through. I thought he was going to get caught right there, and then he tries jumping up and over the top.
2nd and 9. St. Brown in motion, play action. Look in that direction. Goff will check it short to Laporta at the 10. Laporta with a little stiff arm, up in the air and in for 6.
It's just so hard. It's Joseph. I didn't see who was in coverage as a linebacker, but
as the Ravens quarterback. Toss, Henry through the secondary. Henry to the end zone, touchdown. The power running of Derrick Henry for 30 yards puts the Ravens on top.
And anytime you get on the back end, one-on-one tackling opportunities against Derrick Henry, you can just about forget about it.
Pistol formation with Robinson. Give it to him. Pajon with the mustard. Touchdown.
Let's take it all the way.
Daniel Jones, they got by 1. Taylor gets by another. Always off to the races. A foot race with Sertan. Here comes Hufanga. There goes Taylor. Out of bounds at the 9. Oh, what a run. 69 yards.
A 30-yard punt inside their own 10. The Jacks take over. Etienne is loose. That's still going. Travis Etienne. Can he go all the way? No.
Scattered with the back. 3rd and 17. And he'll cut a pass. Caught on the ricochet. It's grabbed here by the galloping Johnson. He'll be chased on the play by Barron. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown.
At the goal line, and he was able to finish the play.
Talking to Lewis, the left guard. And Bryce Young rips it this side. It's caught by Tremble, who turns upfield. Tremble breaks away. Tommy Tremble inside the 15. That is a nasty catch and run.
We'll see. 2nd and 9. Flip it out for Warren. In space with a hurl over the top of Shaq Griffin.
The catch and ball out almost immediately. When you do that, the purpose of that is to give Warren an athletic stud in his own right.
and these guys are calling it in real speed, and they are right the majority of the time.
Handoff Harvey, and now a big run up the middle, breaking tackles, and R.J. Harvey on the move, down the sideline, Harvey diving for the pylon, touchdown Broncos.
Spreading his guys out, going to try to create a little space.
Blitz, they give Williams. He breaks a tackle. Jamison Williams. How did he do that? Touchdown, Lions.
Tight enough spiral to get it to Williams quick enough where he can accelerate.
But still 2 for 8. Now he's pressured. Escapes, looks to take off. Got away from the tackle. Williams got a downfield block. There goes Caleb to the 37-yard line. Big gain of 26 for Williams.
If he can make one guy miss, they got him. Because the Rams came into this knowing that Caleb was going to scramble around.
Taylor back to the air, and he locates Breece Hall. Oh, what a spin move by Hall. Breece Hall in the open field. Hall at the 35, trying to get to the outside. Hall still going inside the 20. What a play by Breece Hall. A.J. Cole punting to Mims. It's a short punt. Mims a running start at the 48. And able to break free. Marvin Mims calling out blockers inside the 20. Touchdown! How about it?
TJ screaming off the edge on 3rd down. Love hit as he throws, up for grabs. Caught! Kraft! Oh, on the run! Kraft pulling away! Still on his feet at the 30. What a run after the catch by Kraft all the way to the 26-yard line.
More than 2 plays and get your field goal unit on the field if this ball is completed or the clock is running.
Williams slings it. Williams. Loveland bangs off his man. He's going to score.
Oh, my.
Colston Loveland in a jaw-dropper. 58 yards on the catch and run from the rookie. Had that 1 year with Drew Petzing on that Cleveland team in 2022. Petzing was his quarterback coach. Well, here comes Roseboom, shot out of the cannon. What a play by Murray. A magic trick.
No way.
Look at
He's
Murray.
Gone. He's gone.
Unreal.
And you think, just when you think you have a chance to make a negative play, it's been a workman-like, business-like, efficient day for Murray, but then when he has to, he's got this in his back pocket.
He's worked a lot of baseball games over the last month.
If I say Miguel Rojas caught a pass, let me know. Here's Goff, gets away from his sack, throws it in the flat, and Montgomery breaks the tackle. Look at Montgomery with a first down. How in the world did that work?
Getting out of Grenard's way. How does he do that? Just dodging, and Monty's doing the same thing on the other end. Murphy coming up a little out of control.
Pressure coming again. Herbert in trouble. Herbert keeps it alive. Completes it to McConkey, who stops at a dime. There he goes. McConkey inside the 20. How did Herbert do it?
Andrew, you asked how he did it. Look at the strength of Herbert to shake off Phillips. And then you know what else did it? The lad did it.
Interesting formation. Dart. Is he going to take off again? He might have to, but no, he finds an open man and hits him. Robinson stays in bounds. Robinson's going to go all the way for a touchdown.
Zach Bond lined up opposite, but they bring pressure. Now you got eyes in the backfield. This is just backyard football. This is what Jackson Dart does so well because he stays so calm. But the broken tackle, Robinson is little, but he's strong and tough to bring down.
Bills get the ball at the end of the half, and they get the ball to start the third quarter. Ray Davis to run the kickback. Spinning, still on his feet. Out past the 40. He's out in front. Nobody's going to chase him down. All the way for a touchdown.
Around 2 guys that could have been there to make the play.
He's had some decent moments this year.
Play action. Singletary out of the backfield. Got hit. Stayed alive and got a first down. He's still going. Singletary inside the 35.
I mean, should have brought up 4th down and a punt, but instead you run through contact. Gets a really nice block there by Theo Johnson.
85 yards and only 3 first downs. Jalen Warren trying to get it started. Oh, what a leap by Warren to the 23-yard line. Oh, baby, what a play.
Watch this. He doesn't even get, maybe he caught a little bit of the hurdle on the back end of it, but did not break stride. Go ahead, Skeets.
Nobody's helping over the top over here.
3rd and 8. Here comes the blitz. Yeah, you saw it, Tony. There's Pickens, who pirouettes around the defender and takes off past Edwards. Oh, my gosh. What a leap that was.
Watch this. But look at this.
He's lined up inside now. He'll rush inside. He'll rush on the edge. McCarthy on 3rd down, floating it up for Naylor, and he drops a dime. Naylor with a move and a stiff arm. Still on his feet. Another stiff arm and down inside the 5.
In the first half, they just need 1. He's going to try to get to the edge. The edge is taken away, and now Fields reverses Field, and he's got plenty of room. Justin Fields sprinting, makes a cut, another cut, all the way to the end zone.
Holy smoke.
Cheat code stuff right there.
43 yards on a 4th and 1.
Genty springs free. Turns on the Jets. 1 guy to beat. Bayard can't bring him down. And the rookie.
Edmonds cannot go under this block. He's got to stay outside. Excellent blocking by the wide receivers. And everybody's been waiting for this. Ashton Genty.
Game moves on.
It's a quick pass to Shakir, trying to get him out in space. Breaks through the defense and stays on his feet. Shakir What a play! Touchdown!
This is why he's number 2 in the league in wide receivers for yards after the catch, Jason.
And it's his contact balance. That's Demario Davis that has him wrapped up.
He's the guy who deserves more playing time. On third down, got it to DK Metcalf. And fighting his way for the touchdown. Pure strength. Second and 8. Tez Johnson, he's got plenty of speed, gets a block, hops toward the end zone, spinning touchdown. They set it up perfectly. Graham Barton, he's out there as well. But at the end of this play, number 81, Ryan Miller, he makes the key block that allows Tez to cut back inside and score.
Gainwell again out of the backfield. Jones the block at the left tackle. The muscular tight end Washington running roughshod, bulldozing, plowing. Wow!
Called him that earlier. That's a big man, and there's a stiff arm. There's a Derrick Henry for you, and then Geno Stone, you don't want any of that.
Chris Moore in motion, straight ahead run. And tough yard, still on his feet. Jeremy McNichols. I don't think they're going to get him. And he is in for the Washington touchdown.
And you've got Roberts, and watch him break both of these tackles. Really good at the point. Bam, there's Chin. Bam, there's Roberts. And Roberts actually knocks Chin off that tackle.
Buffalo bringing 4 and leaving a spy on Jackson, who's in trouble. Gets away. Escaping. Got a lot of room. There he goes. First down, Lamar, much more. Across midfield to the 46-yard line.
I mean, I honestly don't know what to do with this guy. That is a sack for every quarterback almost that's ever played that position. And not only is it not a sack, it turns into one of the most spectacular plays of the weekend. He does it all the time, though.
So Rodgers goes to work from the 30, sidestepping some early pressure. What a throw on the move to Jalen Warren, who breaks into Seattle territory, breaks tackles, jukes tackles, weaves his way inside the 20, inside the 10. One of the best catches and runs you'll see all weekend. First and goal, Pittsburgh.
And just give your guy a chance, and then as soon as you catch, go make a play. But watch all the black and yellow jerseys down the field. Look at DK Metcalf trying to get a piece of his old teammate. He's got the cavalry in front. You got Freiermuth in front. Big 88.
It's zone. He found the soft spot.
From the 23, pass to the outside. Finding room here. Golden. Golden is inside the 10, and Golden will go into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fourth down, Goff to throw, zips right in the middle. Laporta's got it inside the 10. Laporta still on his feet and dragging back his goal in the end zone. He is in. Touchdown.
And it's just Laporta right down the middle. They got to deal with the screen in the run game. And they tried to disguise their intentions in the secondary with their coverage.
Behringer gets it away. Another good boot, driving Washington back to his 27-yard line. He bobbles it for a second, still going as he spins forward, trying to get to the outside. Washington gets by the punter, down the sideline. Malik Washington to the house. Touchdown, Miami. 74 yards. Back for a touchdown in 5 years. Jakeem Grant in November of 2020.
The one thing, when you punt the ball that far, sometimes you outpunch your coverage, and this was just a terrific effort by Malik Washington, making the first and second guys miss.
Of course, he's got Sterling Shepard out there, his old college teammate. But he's not going to have a chance. Oh, yes, he is. He fights through the sack. Looking for first down yard. Oh, my goodness, he's done it again. Oh, that is pure Baker Mayfield. Absolute Baker at his best.
This is Baker Mayfield, the original OG from Oklahoma when they started with all those quarterbacks.
They line up quickly. Spears is the running back. Play action. Ward. He's got a wide open Okonkwo. Chigo Okonkwo inside the 20. Stays on his feet. Okonkwo. Wow! Touchdown!
play.
We used to call this play Broadway when we were on defense because the tight end is showing you one thing and doing another.
And we hear him. Another trick play as Olszewski throws.
Whoa!
It's caught. Olszewski with the pass.
Whoa!
Into the end zone for a Giants touchdown, Jameis Winston.
I thought it was going to be a reverse pass to the front side. Instead, he's waiting for Jameis Winston, who then gets open, going against Derek Barnes, somehow breaks a tackle.